What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. So we have our second update or third update, I can't remember, on the 1969 Camaro, and things are looking pretty good. It's almost final assembly time, which is perfect because a week from tomorrow, when this video is posting, is a final date. We have to get this thing done because that's when we do our final review videos. So let's go ahead and show you what we got so far. We do got the interior and chassis completed, and now it's time to start working onto the body. But before we do that, let's go ahead and show you the chassis and interior before we patch it up and before the final reviews. So here is our interior, looking pretty good. Now this kind of matches up with the pull sheet back cap. As you can see, that's going to finish it off once it's all together. But this looks pretty cool. I love the two-tone that I have done here because it's going to match the red back there very nicely. I didn't want to do a black because black is kind of plain and stuff. I kind of wanted the interior kind of pop out since this is a convertible. You do see a lot of the interior. So the interior, the main color or the seat color is this brown. Brown leather is called, from N.Y.S by Meg. This is their interior lineup. This looks really nice. I didn't want leather or super leather look, so I kept it matte. And then the second color is also just black. That is N.Y.S by Meg. They're satin black, so that's pretty cool. That's for the main dashboard, center console and stuff. But yeah, this interior looks really good. We also use N.Y.S by Meg, their wood for the steering wheel and center console and stuff, and also on the dashboard. You can't really see it, it's on the passenger side, but yeah, we kind of see a little bit of it right there. But yeah, pretty cool. And yeah, the interior turned out pretty good. We did some like light black flocking. We did some aluminum or photo edge pedals in there and stuff, and then a couple seat belts and stuff. But other than that, pretty basic. It says this is a Pro Street. I didn't want to make it like a full-on Pro Street where he's taking it every single weekend and drag racing it. This is just more like a weekend car. They just take it down the streets and stuff. But racing it like once or twice a year, so that's why we didn't do any of your racing seats or harnesses and stuff, because it's not like a full, a competition drag Pro Street car. Let's go ahead and go to the interior or chassis, and she's looking really good. So we got our big block Chevy in there. Again, that is the kit engine. We just added a 3D printed blower and stuff on there, so that looks really good. The belts and pulleys, the main one, the big one, is 3D printed. We did add Parts by Parks belt pulley on there for the alternator. The alternator is 3D printed. It just is, it's more better one than like one comes in the kit. But yeah, that looks pretty cool. We do got a small pulley on there for that. And all the chrome has been stripped and we painted in Alclad chrome, which looks really good, more realistic. And we did add an electric fan on there, since there's no room for the main manual fan that goes on the engine. And then of course we did wire and plumb the thing. Nothing too crazy. Didn't want to go full on crazy wires on this build, but yeah, that looks pretty cool. The engine looks good. Here is our chassis. Chassis is pretty basic. It's not basic, but it's all black. Nice heat on the exhaust. And then we got our Pro Street chassis back there with the 4-link. We did add some coolant hoses or lines by the line, and then our brake lines and stuff. That's gonna mean up. This one get made up to the brakes and stuff if we're gonna add to this thing. But yeah, really cool. The Chevy engine, orange reddish. That is actually from the Dupa color, their engine color lineup. So that looks pretty cool. So that is a true Chevy orange red color. So really cool. So that's that. And then our wheels entire package. Here is our rear wheels. We did them in chrome. So yeah, there is the wheel entire package. I am going to keep the Hoosiers tires and stuff. I'll keep this everything all blacked out. I don't want no white wall tires on there. So that's that. And like I said, all the chrome has been stripped and we painted it Alclad chrome. It's just more realistic, more better looking, and it just looks a lot better. And there is our body texture for the engine. Did a little piece of mesh in there, but yeah, that's pretty cool. Put that on there in final assembly. Don't want it on right now. A grill. There's a lot of portions of this car we did in body color. Of course, we did the body color headlights. We got to go in there with a chrome pen or something with the actual headlights. The grill is gloss black. I kind of want to dull that down. I just wanted gloss, so it's sealed in with the decal, but I'll probably go over that with some Alclad matte clear. Don't really want that whole entire grill gloss black. It looks kind of kind of looks a little weird. And the color of the body, you might see my painting video, we went with the Tamiya bright red. So I still wet sand and polish it. There's some pivots on there you can see on the door and stuff. Nothing too crazy. Clear coat actually turned out pretty good. Little pivots here and there on the trunk, but that's typical. But yeah, this is the Tamiya bright red. I actually used, if you saw my painting video, I'm sure most of you have, but if you haven't, I did prime this body with regular primer, gray primer from Tamiya. Then I used pink paint from Tamiya. That's SP11, I think it is. So that's just plain pink, and then use the bottles of lacquer from Tamiya. I used their pure red, 2-3 coats of that, and then I went over with 1 coat of bright red, and that looks really good. This thing turned out really good, and it really pops in your face. So this is basically the Pappy red, whatever color Fred calls it, Pappy red, or basically what I'm just gonna call it, bright red. I mean, this thing is insanely bright. Once we do a wet sand and polish it, we're gonna mask off the back. We're gonna paint this black back here in flat black. So that just give a little contrast. I'm not sure. We'll probably do chrome. Either us doing chrome, thinking we're doing chrome, or flat black for the window trim. Who knows? But I might do chrome. Just kind of match the chrome engine I have and stuff going on, the chrome wheels. But yeah, that looks really cool. There is our hood. Again, we do some pivots, big pivot right there. So, but not a big deal. We'll wet sand it and polish it probably this weekend, or today actually. Today is Saturday. So, but other than that, guys, that's pretty much about it. Looking really good. I'm trying to hope we get it done probably this Sunday, this weekend, but not by hopefully during a week before next Sunday, because next Sunday is actually the due date, final date of the USACC group build. Coming pretty fast, but we should get it done. There's not much more to do. Just get this wet sanded, put stuff onto the chassis and interior, and we're good to go. But alright guys, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and until my next video, we'll catch you next time.